have a set of guiding principles. The preconceptions and generalizations, fundamental issues of one's life and of the entire world. No matter where we go, no matter what we do, we tend never to abandon our beliefs. These are things Prospector believes on Rock 107.
Forget director's cuts. Movies should have a Sunday cut with a running time of 95 minutes maximum. In this day and age of everything being controlled by an app, getting notifications for this and that, we need an app to tell us where the ice cream truck is and exactly how far away they are at any time. Amazon delivery drivers are the masters of ding-dong ditch.
Well, now we know the reason he turned out the way he did. That was Things Prospector Believes on Rock 107. 107.
A new poll shows that half of Americans are upset that the Epstein released. The other half are on the list. NFL coaches will get newly designed headsets. The headsets come with convenient handles for grabbing and throwing them to the ground after the ref blows a call. Astronomers have detected the largest merger of two black holes to date. It's the same black holes where the Epstein list disappeared.
Making sure breaking news stays broken. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. I told you they were going to do it. They were going to bring it back up. Scranton has brought up expanding meters again.
This time they are keeping Saturday parking free, but weekday metered hours, well, now they want to start them at 8 rather than 7 a.m., and they will make you keep paying to park until 7 p.m.
All right, Kate. Free parking on Saturday, I'm okay with that. That's like giving me a free Band-Aid, though, after you ran me over with the truck. Jacking the rates, making the hours. Weekdays, they're going to shove those meters down our face like it's a stick-up. I'm not having it.
The city says this compromise was reached after consulting downtown business owners and residents.
They call it a compromise. It's like choosing between a punch in the face or a kick in the knee, right? During the week, what's the big compromise? Well, you can park for free an extra hour than we originally planned, but, we're going to start sucking your wallet dry. Oh, and we're extending it 2 hours into the evening. Gee, thanks, Scranton. Appreciate that. And they're bragging about it like they just cured world hunger. We listened to the people. Did you? Because I'm a resident. I didn't get a survey. Ain't nobody asked me nothing.
They plan a future study to determine long-term parking needs. It seems they're trying to do the right thing.
Oh, yeah, a study. Great. Scranton's going to spend a fortune to tell us we hate paying for parking. It's like studying why people don't like getting a root canal. We know!
City Council will have to approve the plan.
The City Council will probably just approve it so they can say they did something. But, bro, if your city budget is depending on meter money, you got bigger problems than where I'm parking my Subaru, okay? What's next? You're going to charge me to walk on the sidewalk? Hey, that's a premium crosswalk, pal. You owe us $1.
Free Saturday parking stays.
Woohoo!
Weekday meters start an hour later than they wanted.
Boom.
And a study's coming to sort out the rest.
Scranton, if you're listening, you're not Manhattan. Nobody's paying $20 to park for 15 minutes and grab a bagel. Well, you're in good company. Good morning, it's Prospector Show on Rock 107.
A new survey found 30% of Americans can't get through an average day without swearing at least once.
Kate, whether it's the C word, the F word, the S word, or if you're in a Quentin Tarantino movie, all three, they're cathartic to unleash at the top of our voices.
But also, of course, horribly offensive, which is why we came up with today's list of
the top 5 words that sound enough like curse words, you'll still feel better screaming them in public. Here we go. Number 5, kumquat.
Top 5 words that sound enough like curse words, you'll still feel better screaming them in public. Number 4, shabuzi.
Number 3, shuttlecock.
Top 5 words that sound enough like curse words, you still feel better screaming them in public. Number 2, Fuddruckers.
And the number 1 word that sounds enough like a curse word, you're still going to feel better if you scream it in public, Darius Rucker. There you have it. Northeast PA's classic rock.
It's the Prospector Show on Rock 107.
And Kate, I do think it's important for us to understand each other just a little bit better, you know?
Well, we can take a step towards doing that if we spend a little time in each other's heads.
And now it's time for another Inside a Woman's Head.
I'm so glad we're on vacation. I love the beach. I love the sand between my toes. I love getting a tan. I love taking a dip to cool off. Why are all these guys staring at me as I lay out? Geez Louise, I came all this way to get away from people, not be surrounded by 1,000 greased up gorillas waiting for me to turn on my back. Hey, perv, I'm going to remember to tie my top before I flip over. And here they come, that couple who puts their beach stuff down right next to yours. Oh, and thanks, Grandma, for shaking your beach towel so close to me. Now there's sand all over my stuff. I ought to give her a piece of my mind. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oops, I forgot to tie the straps back up. Yeah, all right, show's over, fellas.
And that was another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. And Kate, something we did before the commercials was wonderful and enlightening.
Spent a minute inside a woman's head.
Well, now it's time for the man's head.
But a man's attention span is so much shorter.
What?
See what I mean?
And now it's time for another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
On vacation at the beach. Why is it that I have to set up the beach stuff? I like the beach. Carrying all this stuff out in the hot sand, fighting everybody for a good spot. Well, hey there, Mama. Nice beach balls, baby.
And that was another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
I was wrong. It's Prospector Show. Good morning. I'm Prospector on Rock 107.
Good morning, I'm Kate.
So I went off about the Superman movie and how Crypto was a terrible name for the dog because, kryptonite, the thing most dangerous to Superman. But
Seemingly everyone can agree that one of the best parts about the new Superman movie is Crypto, Superman's foster dog.
he's a foster dog now? All right, listen, maybe you think, what's this mutt doing here? Is he going to fight crime with a bone? They named him Kryptonite because he's going to be Superman's Kryptonite? No. It's not like he's chewing his cave or anything like that.
Since the movie came out, there's been an increase in Google searches about pet adoption. The phrase, adopt a dog near me, has increased by 513%.
There's the good thing. There's the wonderful thing. 513%. That's not a number. That's a math explosion. I don't even know what 513% looks like. Is that like a dog in every shelter gets adopted 3 times? Or 4 or 5? I'm not sure.
There was also a 163% increase in, quote, rescue dog adoption near me, and a 299 increase in adopt a schnauzer. Crypto is a mutt, but he also shares some resemblances to a schnauzer.
Now, I was wrong about this pup. I thought naming him Crypto was a terrible idea. It's like calling a firefighter dog arson. I mean, Kryptonite Superman weakness, but this dog is actually saving the day.
He was created with CGI, but was modeled after the director James Gunn's own rescue dog, Ozu.
Now, the guy is James Gunn. He's like, I made a superhero blockbuster. The real win, people adopting dogs. I'm waiting for the sequel where Crypto gets his own spinoff. Crypto Unleashed. He's solving crimes, fetching bad guys, and still making it home for kibble.
Gunn heard about the surge in dog adoption interest and said, quote, the film has been a barrage of blessing for me. This may be one of the greatest. Ozu has no idea of any of this is happening, but if he did, he'd be proud.
I love it when a movie does more than just sells popcorn, though. Like, I was wrong, okay? Crypto's not a flop, and I'm not afraid to admit it. He's a phenomenon, and I'm picturing Griffin Pond or Blue Chip Animal Shelters with tumbleweeds rolling through them because everybody's got a new best friend because of this movie, all right? So something good came out of the poorly named pooch, and I guess that means it's official. For once, I was wrong.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
I tried this at Lake Winola, but nobody responded. A message in a bottle tossed in the ocean in Canada just showed up in Ireland 13 years later. A couple named Brad and Anita Squires had been dating for a year when they had a picnic by the ocean and shared a bottle of wine. They wrote a note that read, we enjoyed dinner, this bottle of wine, and each other. It's not clear if they meant that last part to sound so sexual. A couple in Ireland found it last Monday and got in touch. Brad said they were young and in love when they tossed the bottle, and now they're older and in love. They got married in 2016 and have 3 kids together.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107. Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
You might be able to get away with stealing ice cream from Walmart, but you can't get away with stealing ice cream and sex toys. A 40-year-old man in Florida named Jeff Lee LaForge was arrested last Friday after stealing a long list of adult toys from a Walmart. He stole from the store on 2 separate occasions, and his haul included a G-Spot suction vibrator, a vibrating pocket wand for her, a tush toy, flavored lube, dual vibrating massager, a mega massager, a vibrating bullet massager, and an oral stroker. Oh, and 1 Reese's peanut butter ice cream valued at $3.98. The cost of the merch was under $1,000 total, but Jeffrey's charges were enhanced to felonies because he has prior theft convictions. He's now being held on $10,000 bond.
Nominee number 2.
Talk about a need for speed. Sunday morning in Florida, 34-year-old Damon Hankins was clocked zipping along the highway at 105 miles per hour in a 55-mile-an-hour zone. According to cops, Hankins was riding his Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R with both hands off the handlebars, arms outstretched like a certain famous scene from a blockbuster movie. Hankins was charged with 2 misdemeanors for speeding and reckless driving. He was booked into the county jail and released after posting $300 bond. Authorities noted other traffic was present during the incident, highlighting the danger of his actions.
And the winner is...
the man who was busted for stealing sex toys and ice cream from Walmart. You're the Yam Bag of the Day. And we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all of the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app. A free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.